Well, hello, all my coding prostitutes. I'm Timsy, and this is part 3 of the registration tutorial. Alright, let's jump into this, and let's go ahead and create a database for the users. We got to create a database. I'm gonna store all that information. So we're gonna call it users, and we're gonna have about 6 fields, more or less. Alright, we're gonna put we need an ID because you want to keep track of the users with an ID. You need their username. They have a password they stored in there, and their email. You could put the date, so I will, and I'll put a level because I like to have levels for users. Sometimes I store the IP, so we'll do that anyway because we're that cool. We're gonna throw the IP in there. We're cool like that. So we're just going to put everything except for the level as a varchar. I don't know what you guys said. Anyway, I put probably about 50, 100. I put way more than what's necessary. I know it, but that's just me. As defined, level 1, which means the user will automatically be set to level uno. So just throwing that out there. Alright, and then we have an index primary auto increment so that it stores up. Okay. Yeah, let me just. Okay, that's good. Well, this is fine. We're good. Alright, so let's get working on our form validation. To do this, we go back. We don't need dashboard anymore. We don't need dashboard. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So, we need to get started with the validation. To do this, we need well, this is how I do it. I make an array and I call it rules. Okay? And what I do in rules is I create, so let's say the first field is username, right? Add another array, and then I just put this information here like this. I think this one goes by field. Yeah, field is username. The label is username but capitalized, and here are the rules. Now the rules are important. Rules are basically what you're telling you're telling the form what the user input could allow. So for starters, it has to be required. Ooh, required. Right, and to separate each rule, we need this line, whatever it's called. I'm not educated with this, so I do not know what it is, but this is how you split it. So let's say we want a max length of characters. This is how we put it. So we'll put 20. Alright, and then we put another max min length of 5. Okay. What this will do is we're selecting a field from the form, which is, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Controllers, register, bam. Okay. So we're telling the form that we want this field, username, with the label of username. And we're saying that it has to be required, has a max length of 20 and a min length of 5. Meaning, can't go more than 20, can't be lower than 5. Good? Got it? Okay. So now we're actually going to set the rules. And to do that, we do this. Form validation set rules, and then we need our variable rules, and there we go. So if I hit register, you guys see that the username field is required. The label is what we put here, so I'll put user name, I don't know, something. But you guys can see that if we were to hit it, you see it says username, whatever. This is basically the field you're putting for the error message, which it needs. Okay, so now we're good. If we were to put it in, let's say I put in three letters, it says the username field must be at least 5 characters in length. There we go. There is also another trick you guys can do. I know this is irrelevant, but if we put form validation and I put set message, you can override the actual message by doing this. You just put required, and let's say this from the blank field is empty. I guess. I don't know, something stupid. But you see the username field is empty with an exclamation point. So that's how you can override a message. So I'll just put it here, override message. So in case you guys want to set some custom messages, that's how you guys do that. %s is the name of the field, by the way. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy these. Okay, and then we need the password. So password required, and mid length is 6. Password oh no, it's not password, it's pass confirm. Repeat password. It is required, but it needs to match the actual password field. Okay, so this has to match this. So this has to match this. Alright, then we have email. And we put email address. It is required, and it has to be a valid email. Okay, so just starting it out here, we're gonna obviously have to make a function eventually that checks to see if the username was taken. To do this, we have to do what's called a callback function. So we'll say callback username is taken, and we'll get to that pretty soon. The same thing with here, callback email is taken. These methods do not exist yet because we haven't created them. But as you guys can see, this says the username field is required, the password field is required, blah 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 blah. So I'll put some information here. I'll put password, something random, and I'll put a random email. Hit register, and there we go. The password field does not match the repeat password field does not match the password field. So if I was to put it together, and let's say I was to put in some random email address. Oh wow, that's not good. Valid. Oh, there we go. That's why we got it. We didn't spell email right. Let's go back, and I'll put 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 some random. Hit register. The email address field must contain a valid email address. So we'll put it in again. That's what she said. We know it. Alright, we get donkey butt, which means everything was submitted properly. And so this is the third part. We got the form validation down. Next we will create the methods to see whether or not the username or the email is taken. So I'll see you guys again in the next one. And I hope you guys are watching this. So yeah, just throwing it out there. Timsy out. Bye.